Hi, yes, welcome back to another episode of Predict the Score. The episode where 5 football fans see if it's possible to predict the outcome of every game in a Premier League season. We have the odd quiz and a bit of general football banter. This week it's match day 7 predictions and we'll look back at how we did with match day 6s. Before we start, we'll have the answer to last week's Stato question, which was, out of Liverpool, Chelsea, Everton, Man United or Spurs, who was the last team to be relegated? And the answer was, who was it, Stato? Yes, of course, it was Chelsea in 1988. Right, okay, this week's Stato question. Can you name the 2 teams that have been relegated from the Premier League despite only losing 15 games all season each? I don't know the answer to that one, wouldn't have a clue.
No.
But it's a Stato question. Right, let's go on to match day 7 coming up this weekend. It's just Saturday and Sunday games. Phil, You've got Everton, Newcastle and Brighton, Tottenham.
Right. Let's start. Everton, Newcastle.
Yeah.
Nice and easy. I know Everton at home, but Newcastle, stronger side. I'm going to go with Everton 1, Newcastle 2.
2. Okay, not bad.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. Right, you've got Brighton, Tottenham.
Right.
Tottenham, Phil.
Tottenham.
Tricky one. Or Spurge, as you like to call them.
Oh, do you know what? I keep changing my mind, and I still don't know.
Yeah, but Tottenham were really, really good at the weekend, weren't they?
We know what Tottenham
They
are
were
like.
playing 10 men.
They were really, really good.
I think the other team were very
No. Tottenham were really, really, really good.
Sore subject.
Nothing to do with the opposition. They were really, really good.
We won't say anything.
No, mention it.
Right. Anyway. Right. Brighton 1.
Yeah.
Tottenham
Yes.
2.
Ooh, nice one. Will they have Son back, do you think, for that game? Don't know.
Tricky one.
Right, I've got Stato, the big man, couldn't be here this week, unfortunately. He's got Arsenal, Southampton, and Aston Villa versus Man United, which we've got to say,
Game of the week.
Game of the week. It's got to be purely because Villa, top 4,
We've got to be aiming for
and Man United. It's a make or break game. This
Sorry,
could,
relegation.
Oh, yeah.
well, yeah, this could be the game that decides Ten Hag's future. So
Yeah,
it's massive. Right, I've got his scores here. Sent them in. Right, Arsenal versus Southampton. I don't see many Arsenal fans moaning about the extra time they were gifted in their 4-2 victory over Leicester. Some will say they were fortunate to win after Leicester stunned the Gooners, coming back from 2-0 down.
Should I send it off?
Arsenal did dominate, and should Leicester have had a penalty awarded to them with foul play on Jamie Vardy? Don't know. He says, I don't see Southampton causing any problems to Arsenal. Big win for them will be a massive boost for their goal difference. He's gone Arsenal 3, Southampton
Only
0.
3?
Yeah, I agree with that. It's going to be a massive score.
Yeah.
Right, and then he's got game of the week: Aston Villa versus Manchester United. Right, we knew these. He loves this game.
This is a great game for him because
He
you don't
does-
like both
He
teams.
doesn't like Villa, he doesn't like Man United.
No.
Right, Man United have hit rock bottom. Agreed. There's no hiding away from this fact. Totally agree. He says, I know Ten Hag has to take some blame for this, but the core of players for the last 5 years especially has been awful.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Rotten to the core, he says. Man United have to start again with a new team that respects the honour of playing for the team that is Manchester United. Agreed. Until that happens, Man United could wait longer than Liverpool for a Premier League title. Yes, they could.
Hey,
They've got to fix it. This is a fixture that Man United have dominated home and away throughout the 32 Premier League games they've played. Villa have only won 5 of those matches against the not-so-mighty Manchester United. Okay? He says, I think the pace and attacking power that Villa have got this season will be too much for the deflated lack of leadership Manchester United. Really?
Yeah.
No.
Stick that knife in, big man. Stick that.
Well written. I like it.
Yeah.
He says, is Man United's dominance over at Villa about to end, or will the Champions League match against Bayern Munich tire Villa out? Well, it didn't really, did it?
No.
It went rather well.
I think also, in fairness, it might give us that little extra boost.
I know. I
think so as well, yeah.
After watching that game last night, I am really worried about Man United going to Villa Park this weekend because Villa are going to be up for it, and that ground is going to be
Villa's
jumping.
going to be rocking.
That down Villa
be.
Park is going to be absolutely bouncing. Right, he's gone. Aston Villa 3, Manchester United 1.
Oof.
Yeah, he's giving us a kick in. Right then, Mr. Lover.
Yeah.
You have got Palace versus Liverpool, Chelsea versus Forest.
Yeah.
2 bunkers.
Ooh, would you say?
Yeah, look, Crystal Palace are
Oh, and you've got your bonus games.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chris Pant's a bit sloppy at the moment.
They are.
With the players they've got, which I think we've
We
already
said that last week.
talked about, haven't we? We talked about, they've got some players there. So it can only be down to the manager.
Yeah. Defensive manager.
Yeah.
We said
So,
that.
I'm going to go Palace 0,
Yeah.
Liverpool 2.
Yeah, I think nice and simple.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's not
just a
Palace not-
simple one. I still don't think Arne Slott's got it right with Liverpool at the moment. I think Liverpool got another gear to go.
They're not scoring many goals.
No,
Really.
so
Really well.
I think they've got
well,
another
yeah.
gear
Yeah.
yet, Liverpool.
Oh,
So
yeah, they have.
I'm just not at the moment. I still think he needs to click a bit more.
But they will win it.
But I think they'll win it.
All right,
Yeah.
fair enough. And then you got Chelsea Forest. Chelsea
yeah.
really are clicking at the moment.
Chelsea at home, they're clicking. Oh, this could be anything, but
You could have rolled the dice
I
on this.
could have rolled the dice on this one. But as I said, another thing as well though, Nottingham Forest are playing really
They
really
are.
well as well.
They are.
And defensively, they've been very, very
away yet.
yeah.
No, they're
And
playing
defensively, they've been very very solid. I am going to say 2-0 Chelsea on this one.
Yeah, Chelsea 2,
Yeah.
Forest. I've written nil
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
already.
I
I've written
did
nil
see
down.
that.
We said
I
it.
think they'll score a goal, but Chelsea being at home, I
Yeah.
think
Sorry, Dave, I've written nil down
Yeah.
already. I've written
Go on for it.
What are you going for your bonus game
oh,
then?
it's got to be Arsenal, Southampton.
Arsenal. I was going for
It's gotta
Arsenal.
be.
Shock.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
I've got Arsenal 4, Southampton 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. Dave.
Kino
Dino Dave, get stuck in there, Dave. He's back. He's back. Give him down. Get down. Right. Oh, you got Brentford Wolves, Leicester Bournemouth.
Fixed,
You know
mate.
what?
It's fixed.
You had Bournemouth 9 times last season.
Did I?
And you've
Did you
already
have
and you've already had them 2 this week. This season already.
Good stat.
He loves a bit of Bournemouth. Keeps getting Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
So-
Who's giving you these matches?
Oh,
Well, it's supposed
it's
to be.
random.
It's supposed to be done
Well, the
randomly.
randomizer.
It is all done random with random numbers apparently, but you had Bournemouth the most times out of everybody.
Just love a minute.
You love a bit of Bournemouth.
That's
Go on.
it.
So Brentford Wolves then. I'm going to go for Brentford 1, Wolves 2. They've got to win
No,
eventually.
I-
Wolves have got to win eventually.
They will.
You know?
They've had a hard. They've had a hard
Controversial.
start season.
You can hear that in the crowd.
Yeah.
I need
Brentford
a
at home.
correct score, so I'm going outrageous.
Okay,
Just
well,
hope
why
that
not? Why
happens.
You've got to get the edge. You've got
Because
to
you
get the
can't
edge.
predict every time you're right, so we're not.
You've got to get the edge on somebody, haven't you? Right.
And I've changed my mind about 50 million times on this game. Leicester versus Bournemouth. I'm going to go for Leicester 2, Bournemouth 1.
Ooh. I
Fair
thought more for the Desmond in that one.
Yeah.
I genuinely
Yeah,
thought there
I
was going
thought
to be a
it was a
Desmond
Desmond.
We
today.
need to win.
I want 2 teams to win there.
We
Yeah.
need to win.
Yeah, you do. Right, me, I've got Man City, Fulham, West Ham versus Ipswich. Okay, City versus Fulham. City have proved of late they're not entirely invincible. You know?
No.
So far, the only team not to score against them is Chelsea, and that was the first game of the season, and Chelsea weren't really clicking.
Yeah.
Okay, but everybody else has scored against them. So I don't think Fulham have got enough to beat City, but they could score. So I'm going to go City 3, Fulham 1.
Oh, Liverpool.
Massive miss though as well for Man City, isn't it? Rodri.
Yes.
100%.
Oh yeah.
That could
100%.
be
That's a season.
that could be Arsenal's chance to win the
I
league
agree.
this
It
year.
could be. Until they can replace him.
That's a massive miss
Yeah.
for that team.
Yeah.
He's probably the best midfielder in the world.
Yeah.
That's
he's
probably-
out for
That's
the
probably why they're
season.
leaking goals
Yeah.
then, isn't it?
He is out for the
He's
season.
out for the season. So
A huge loss.
yeah, it's a big loss, and I think there's going to be a few extra games that Man City might lose this year.
Well,
because of
they've
it.
already
So,
drawn.
yeah.
Drawn 2 so far.
Yeah,
haven't they?
yeah,
Showing that
yeah.
they're not
Yeah.
entirely invincible.
Yeah.
Right, I've got West Ham Ipswich, and you guys say Ipswich will be buoyed up for this with the draw at Villa last week. They could cause West Ham a bit of a problem because, like I said, they play Championship football, which
Villa
Premier
were
League-
poor though.
Yeah, Villa were
Very,
poor
very
for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say West Ham's biggest problem is their goalie, Aurelia. He has had some howlers already this season.
I know.
So there's always a free goal there for Ipswich. So I'm going to go West Ham 2, Ipswich 1 on that one.
Fair enough.
I think there's a goal in it for Ipswich, and I think it could be from
Yeah.
goalie error. So we'll go for that.
Right. Is it Delap for Ipswich? Playing very
Ooh,
well.
quality.
He's come from Man City, hasn't he?
Yeah.
That I was really impressed with was their the Jack Grealish lookalike. I've got his name is now. He was fantastic. Against
If everybody
Villa.
thinks of it, put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can think of his
If
name.
anybody
but
can remind Carl who he was talking about.
Yeah.
he was fantastic for Ipswich.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. He was definitely more about the match for Ipswich. He was all over us.
Right, let's have a quick look at how we did with last week's games. We have our little table for our predictions. We get 3 points for a correct score, and we get 1 point for a correct result for the games we predict. And we have our little table, which we'll put up.
Yep.
Phil,
Go
you've
on.
got nothing for Newcastle versus City.
Yeah.
You've got correct result for Fulham Forest versus Fulham. Not easy to say.
No, it's not.
Forest versus Fulham. That's 1 point for you.
Thank you.
Stato, big man. Nothing for Brentford versus West Ham, but he got a correct result for Wolves versus Liverpool. 1 point for him. Mr. Lover. Nothing for Ipswich versus Villa. Or Man United versus Spurs. That's a biggity bong.
I know. It was a poor one.
0 points. Dave, one correct result for Bournemouth, Southampton. Nothing for Everton versus Palace.
So
So
close, mate.
it was
So far.
all last minute goals. So that's 1 point for you, Dave. Me, 2 correct results. Arsenal versus Leicester and Chelsea versus Brighton. Villa let me down on my bonus game. That's 2 points to me. So I'll put the table up on the score. Phil, you're just edging it. So I can say cream or rises to the top, then it Phil. A bit of a gap there forming between us and third there.
Yeah, it's not much.
You've got one more correct score than me, so you are top of the league.
Yeah.
You are top of the league.
Thank you very much.
Dave,
Don't forget Wayne's played more.
slightly. Just
He's had
slightly.
one more game.
But Dave, sorry Dave, you're rooted to the bottom of the table.
How many 2 points?
It's
1
early
point
days,
behind
isn't
you.
it?
We're 2 points behind. Ross, I'm not worried yet.
I am worried, Jack.
Anybody got anything else they want to discuss from the week's football? No?
Great result for the Villa.
Oh, we knew that was coming.
We
Yeah,
knew that. It was, yeah.
Look,
I mean,
Very good.
It was absolute masterclass from Unai Emery yesterday.
yeah.
He
What, signing Martinez in goal?
Yeah.
that helped,
Yeah.
but no, I think the way we knew that Bayern Munich would come there and do what they usually
Yeah.
do, which is literally attack,
Give the ball to Harry Kane. Yeah.
and give the ball to Harry Kane to score goals.
Why didn't Martinez get man of the match?
Why didn't he
He
get
should
man
have.
of?
In my eyes,
He
the
should
bloke literally 4 or 5 absolute clear-cut chances.
Got to say, fantastic.
Saved a lot.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
no,
fantastic.
Absolutely,
Martinez.
absolutely
Yeah.
fantastic.
But don't get me wrong, the finish and the coolness of the finish from Duran
Yeah.
was unbelievable.
Oh yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
going to be.
Yeah.
If that was in the Premier League, we'd be talking
Oh,
about that as
it-
goal of the month for weeks.
It was
and weeks.
just the way he's done it as well. I know he was out of his box, but that's the way he always plays.
But that's it.
Bayern
But
Munich
to
are-
see it,
Yeah.
the ball
Yeah.
come over his shoulder, and to see
Oh.
the goal kick and,
He knew what he's doing.
and
Yeah.
hit that
Yeah. It
perfectly
just-
over his goal, over his
it was
fingertip.
beautiful.
Yeah,
It was beautiful.
and you could see
So-
Villa Park just.
Oh,
Yeah.
the noise
It
level
erupted.
last
No,
night
fair
was
play.
amazing.
Absolutely.
They were up to then. The last 2 minutes, it was silent because they were like, no.
Oh,
no,
it
no.
was literally, you couldn't hear anything drop. It was, yeah.
I mean, when some of the saves, I bet the crowd were
Oh.
going mental for the saves
Oh.
for Martin.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You can see what it meant to Martins when he went down after
Oh,
the game. Look,
yeah,
he was
yeah.
happy to get that, wasn't he? Right, anything else anybody wants to discuss? No? That's it for this week then. We'll be back next week with the results from this weekend's games, plus the answer to Snato's quiz. So this weekend, go and dig out your old Panini sticker book, get on eBay
Classic.
and see if you can finish it.
Classic.
But whatever you do, please enjoy your football.
Up the Villa.
Oh, the Villa.